Hello everyone, it's me. I'm back for a all in a blur build stuff. Yeah. Today I'm doing Kreo. Transformers Kreo. Battle for Energon. So this is the box. It's a big box. In comparison to my head, it's a big box. So that's the box, and that's the back of the box. Chris bought me this last year now, and it's been sitting on top of my cupboard with my other Kreo, which I'm also going to do a build video with, because I just haven't had chance to build it, and I've been saying for ages that I'm gonna. So today, you lovely people get to see me build it. Yay! As with all of my all in a blur build stuff videos, I'll just fast forward past the transformation, and if there's anything cool that I think you should see, then I will stop it and tell you and show you, and then we'll come back to it at the end when it's all done. Okay, so I will see you soon. Oh, by the way, there's also lots and lots and lots of bags in here, as you can see. The box is actually quite big, really, considering the amount of bags in here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 5 bags, and that's it. So I don't understand why the box was so huge, because they could have got these in a smaller box. But, you know, it is what it is, and it looks cool. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so these are all the Kreos that you get. You get like this dude in an Autobot cap with a gun. It's like it's a shotgun. Like a security looking dude. You get this dude who I can only assume is probably a Decepticon guy. Maybe, I don't know. He could be, because he looks like he could be quite evil. So that's that guy. He's got a rifle. He doesn't have a shotgun. And you get Prime. These helmets come off, so they have little faces underneath. And they just clip on. The Prime one comes with his Energon axe, which is quite nice. It's got some nice detail on it. You also get like an Energon body, so you get like a clear, transparent body that you can swap out if you want to. One thing I'll say though is this arm is stress marked like crazy. I assume that this hand doesn't fit in there all that well, because both of them are actually like this. Both of them have got stress marks all around the hands, which is a pain. And yeah, it's not the best really, but it's a cool looking Optimus Prime, and you get a Megatron too. He comes with his own little Energon sword, and you get that guy, and then you can take his helmet off as well. Hang on, that's his head. Don't need to take his head off. There we go. And he's got an angry face. Grrr. So yeah, so that's your Prime and your Megatron. They're cool. You obviously do get the robot ones. These are like the human versions of Prime and Megatron, but the Kreo versions of Prime and Megatron. So these are a bit more human looking, but obviously they'll be the robot Kreo ones. You also get an Energon body for Megatron, which is a blue one. So Optimus is purple. No, Megatron's purple, Optimus is blue. So yeah, you get those as well. So that's pretty cool. There we go, that's the bank. that's got the bank sign. Can I just say though, the stickers on here are terrible, because when you look in the book, and I'll show you what I mean. The book states that the bank sign will fit over the entire sign. No, it doesn't. At all. You get the little cash point, which I stupidly put one on the inside of there. It should be on the opposite side, so I'm a bit of a dumbass. Yeah, so they're on the same one, because it doesn't really state which ones it should be on. But again, it shows you that these fit like completely on these little bits here. Again, it really doesn't at all. So, but yeah, that's the bank anyway. It's just pretty cool. The door opens and this safe opens, which is cool. There you go. You can put your money in there. So that's cool. So yeah, that's cool. Little bank. Put it with my Kreo dudes. So that is Optimus in truck mode, which is awesome, which I think you will agree is very cool. It's very Optimus truck-like. As with all Kreos, these are non-transformable, so you have to physically take this apart to put him into robot mode, which I will do after I've built Megatron, but this is him in truck mode, which is pretty awesome. That's very cool. So there you go. Right, he's finished. Here he is. This is Megatron's tank mode, which is awesome. It's I really like this. I actually prefer this to the Optimus. He's got his big cannon on the front. You've got these moving parts, so these are all articulated individually, so you can move these about. There's one on the top which you can also move. You've got rockets on the side which you can move up and down, which is cool. Angle them however you like. This opens out, so this lifts up and these can move out. Then you can get your little Kreo dude, Megatron if you wanted to, and just pop him in there. There is little seats on the sides, on the insides of there, which if you want to, you can sit these guys in here. I think that's how it works, like that. Or I think you can sit it actually physically in the middle there. This is ridiculously long though. This cannon is ridiculously long, and it's on a hinge, so you can lift the whole thing up if you want to. This will obviously become Megatron, but it will be taken apart. I'm assuming bits and pieces of this are going to be used for the Megatron. It's got rubber treads, which is lovely. It's a nice touch. These actually do turn as well, so you can roll. He rolls quite well as well, to be honest. It's really well done. The Optimus also has an opening bit, so his cab, the engine block thing can actually open, and there is an engine underneath there. And the cab also part. Does this cab? Actually, no, it doesn't. The cab doesn't open, but the doors do open out, so you can stick somebody in there with one on each side. These actually came on sprues, so the doors actually came on a sprue. You had to sort of take those off the sprues. That's the only thing that come on a sprue is the doors. But yeah, they're both really, 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 really nice. Like I said, you have to physically take this whole thing apart to put them into robot mode. So I'm just going to cut, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what they look like in their robot mode. So see you in a bit. Hiya, we're back. It took ages. It took ages. I love Kreo. I think they're really, really good. I love what they do. I love the sets that they create because they all just are really, 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 really nice. But what really bugs me is how much time it takes to transform these guys. And it's great if you just wanted to, you know, leave these guys on your shelf and you're not really going to play with them too much, and you like building, and then you want to spend a day just building stuff, which is cool, and I do that. But if you just want to quickly transform these guys, it's not easy. You literally take these things apart, like down to the basic materials again, and you build them back up again from scratch. So it's not easy. It's time consuming, and yeah, I mean, it's took me the best part of about 2 hours to build these in both modes. So it's time consuming, but to say the least. But they look great when they're finished. So there's Prime, there's Megatron. The only thing I'm going to say about Megatron's cannon is it is so big that it wants to fall apart all the time. Like, if you're just leaving it on your shelf and not really touching it, then it's great. But if you want to actually play with this guy, it's so long, and there's nothing really to hold it steady in terms of, like, as when it's its cannon. So it just wants to fall apart, like, all the time. As soon as you touch it, it just wants to fall apart. But these guys look great. They've got fantastic head sculpts. Optimus is falling over. They've got great head sculpts. Their articulation is great. They've got, like, ball jointed shoulders, so they can, you know, get up and down. They can move forward and backwards. They can do full 360. The heads are on a ball joint, so they've got up and down movement. They can do full 360. Their legs are on ball joints, so they can go up and down. They can go forward and backwards. They've got knee joints, so they can do a 90-degree angle. And they've also got a foot tilt, and it won't go side to side, but it will go forwards and backwards. So these guys can do some great poses, actually. It's surprising to say this is Kreo. They also have an elbow joint, so it allows them to bend their arms in as well that way. They can't do, well, I suppose maybe if you angled them slightly, then you could do that, but there is a bend at the elbow anyway. And Megatron has got articulated fingers, even though it's more like a claw, but he has got some articulated fingers. Prime's weapon does shoot really, really, really well. There you go. It shoots really well, actually. It's friction, so you just push it through the back, but it does shoot really, really well. It's great. So yeah, so that's these guys. As I say, Prime's got the same articulation. He's got bend at the elbow and bend at the shoulder, and he's got bend at the knee, and his foot tilts. But they're just really, really nice, and they're great. And I'm not going to be turning these back into alt mode. Not anytime soon, anyway. So yeah, they are great though. They are great, and I really highly advise anybody pick these up. They're fantastic figures. But thank you all for watching and sticking with me. And if you're still here, then yay! I am going to fast forward all of the transformations, which you've probably seen now. So hopefully it's not too long. But I will see you all soon for another All in a Blur build stuff. So thank you for watching.